Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
Phew. So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down!
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow, the Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry are those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes.
Crystal Marrow.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do?
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district.
Got it. We're on...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you trade secret, got it? You know what trade...
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt. Then, when Inazuma closed to the outside world, the International Trade Association was initially very generous to him.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that.
Really? Is that...
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt. Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
Oh, it's working!
So, huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Leah. Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean, the folks from the internet? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night. I've run into folks from the association more than a few... Don't you think I've...
Well, no...
So, I caved. Those people... Alright. I'll tell...
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. So come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the Once the merchants run...
It's just...
I'm their puppet, yes. But evidence. Now that I think about it, as it happens...
Really?
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let... He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Huh? You...
I...
Huh.
But we really don't have...
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuse. And who are you?
It just so happens that we...
Huh?
You've been swindling us!
Well,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every pay... So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
so...
Word has it that's...
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not...
Well, even...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal... Perhaps that...
Is that it?
Oh,
And not even...
So that's it?
Come on, Harrison.
I'm sick of...
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket?
Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh,
a helping hand.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. Seize the merchants.
Uh-oh.
Gentlemen, come.
who are you supposed to be?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh, you're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh, well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi, I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma.
Hey, if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collect...
Paula?
Shh, not here. Too many people... Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. Straight. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himigimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss, you're asking the right questions. And to be honest, firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide?
In the test I gave you earlier, navigating powerful people, with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course.
Toma sure.
Well, one more thing. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kamura Tea House to